Ethical formalism is a deontological system. Let's take a look. A deontological system is one that's concerned solely with the inherent nature of the act being judged. If an act or intent is inherently good, coming from a good will, it is still considered to be good even if it results in adverse consequences. The philosopher Immanuel Kant wrote that the only thing that was intrinsically good is goodwill. On the other hand, if someone does an action from a good will, it can be considered a moral action even if the results have adverse consequences. However, if someone performs some activity that looks on the surface to be altruistic, but does it with an ulterior motive, for instance, to curry favor or gain benefit, the act is not judged as good just because the results are good consequences. Only if the act springs from a good will can we say that it's truly good. Kant distinguished hypothetical versus categorical imperatives. Hypothetical imperatives are commands that designate certain actions to attain certain ends. An example is, if I want to be a success, then I must do well in college, or if I want people to like me, then I must be friendly. By contrast, a categorical imperative commands action that is necessary without any reference to the intended purposes or consequences. The imperative of morality needs no further justification. The following constitutes the principles of Kant's categorical imperative of morality. Act only on that maxim through which you can at the same time will that it should be a universal law. In other words, for any decision of behavior to be made, examine whether that behavior would be acceptable if there were a universal law to be followed by everybody. Act in such a way that you always treat humanity, whether in your own person or that of any other, never simply as a means, but always at the same time as an ends. In other words, one should not use people for one's own purposes. Act as if you were, through your maxims, a law-making member of the kingdom of ends. This principle directs the individual's actions to contribute to an end consistent with universal law. However, the good act must be done freely. A system such as ethical formalism is an absolutist system. If something is wrong, it is wrong all the time, such as murder or lying. The absolute judgment is criticized by those who argue that there are sometimes exceptions to any moral rule, such as one should not lie. In a well-known hypothetical, Kant argued that if someone asked to be hidden from an attacker in close pursuit, and then the attacker asked where the potential victim was hiding, it would be immoral to lie about the victim's location. This just seems wrong to many of us. However, Kant argued that an individual cannot control consequences, only actions. Therefore, one must act in a moral fashion without regard to the potential consequences. Kant also defended his position with semantics, distinguishing untruths from lies with the explanation that a lie is only a lie when the recipient is led to believe or has the right to believe that he or she is being told the truth. This ethical framework follows simply from the benefits of an individual must follow a self-imposed moral law, and that one can use reason to determine right actions because any action can be evaluated by using the principles just listed. The core elements of the duty-based ethical system are the importance of intention and the use of a predetermined set of principles to judge morality.